Hello, it's Luke from Project ID. Thank you for joining me in this live demonstration of the LinkedIn Profile Analyzer. This is a tool that can enable subscribers to coagulate their LinkedIn connections into one hub for easy access and bulk access. And also AI can be utilized to further enhance specific attributes based on the LinkedIn profiles. And you can also enhance your own profile utilizing AI and get some tips and tricks on how to further connect with potential connections. And so here we have 4 subscription models that you can subscribe to for the LinkedIn Profile Analyzer, each with their unique attributes. And so this is really about just gaining an overall understanding of your own profile, but also your connections. So at least you can quickly compare clusters of connections based on specific attributes. And also, if you want to create messages based on those particular groups of individuals, then you can. And so here we have multiple pages that we can access. And in this case, we have the settings and profile page within the back office system. And here we have specific data about our subscription and also our office language. This is utilized for AI and the type of AI model that we want to use. And so yes, we can update the general information, or we can even scrape our own profile for better understanding. In this case, when we update the general section, we can update the office language. As I mentioned before, this is used for the AI to generate content, and you can even choose the AI model itself. As a base standard, GPT-4o Mini is utilized, but you are more than welcome to choose more newer models, although this may consume more actions per month, as they are more technical to use. We can now scrape our own profile, and in doing so we place all of the data from our profile into the system. This is not mandatory, although it is good for you yourself to understand your profile when utilizing AI to gain further data about your own profile, but also in comparison to your connection profiles. And so you can manually edit data, you can scrape your information, or generate content. So when manually editing the data, you have to make sure that you enter in your unique URL of your LinkedIn profile, because this will be required for scraping content. You're more than welcome to manually enter in information. In this case, I already have information, but I'm deleting all of this data to show how the scraping process works. So yes, there's lots of data, and they are grouped into unique sections. And as you can quickly see, all of this data provides a unique overview, or in some cases, a particular viewpoints of your LinkedIn profile, assisting you with perhaps including specific words within your own about section of your LinkedIn profile, or maybe giving you ideas on how to better enhance your existing profile content, or maybe to make future tweaks. So that's all of that data removed. We are now going to scrape my LinkedIn profile. And so we click scrape information. And we simply have to engage with the process. Now this can take some time depending on your internet connection. but normally speaking, it's going to take up to about 1 minute to process. Although in this case, it's done it quite quick. And so here we have my data from my profile, which has been placed into these specific data fields. Some fields are blank because on my own LinkedIn profile, I don't have that specific data, so that's why it's not showing up. Some profiles, they have some data that you don't have, and that's fine. So now we can utilize AI to further enhance other field data based on this existing data that we have. And this process, because it's using AI and it's comparing all of the field data, it can take quite a few seconds to process. And the process is complete, and here we are. We have all of this additional data based on our LinkedIn profile data, and so all of these can help us further understand our existing profile, give us better insight and some ideas on how to further improve and add some content if we wish. And there's some benefits about our LinkedIn profile and some keyword tags that maybe perhaps we want to incorporate into our header, title, or about section. And here we get some feedback as well, some areas of improvement as well. So this is really just to help you understand how maybe perhaps you can improve your LinkedIn profile in the future. There's also a recommended headline and a recommended about section. And so this is really just generating ideas to make you think, okay, maybe perhaps I can include some data within my existing LinkedIn profile. Now we can go to our LinkedIn connections. And here we have multiple options in how to insert our LinkedIn connections. We have the data table that displays out all of our LinkedIn connections that we've imported into the system. So in this case, I have 3,599 at that moment in time. And so you can add LinkedIn profiles manually, or you can quickly insert multiple LinkedIn profiles utilizing URLs of the profiles. You can also bulk scrape information. So if you have existing LinkedIn profiles within the system that requires data, then you can bulk scrape the data. You can bulk generate content as well if there's field data missing. You can bulk import profiles through a file that you can export from LinkedIn itself. And you can also bulk insert new profiles and bulk update profiles as well through a file. This is a CSV Excel file or a Google Sheets link. In this case, I want to quickly insert a profile. And so here it explains how the process works. You need to put in the full name of the LinkedIn connection and the URL, but make sure to use a comma between the name and the URL. And so you can see an example of me and my unique LinkedIn URL. You also have the option of quickly scraping the content from that profile as well, if you wish. although you're not forced to. So if you just want to insert the profile into the system quickly, you can do that. But then that would just insert the name and the URL, excluding their LinkedIn profile data. So this is an example of a connection I have, but I wish to actually scrape the content as well, just to streamline the process. And so yes, this can take a minute or two. And yes, we're checking to make sure that our existing database doesn't already have that LinkedIn connection, or if you have multiple lines of connections, just to prevent duplication of data. And so now we're going through the process of actually scraping the data. And we have retrieved the data. Now this particular LinkedIn connection exists within our system. And let's go and search for this particular individual. And so you can search by name, URL, and even clustering of group attributes. So here's our connection, and let's view the specific details. So here we have specific data in the fields. You can manually edit information. You can re-scrape the profile. And you can generate additional content in unique fields using AI. And so yes, you can position the individual in a particular place within your table. You can mark them as active or inactive for any reason. And you can also group multiple LinkedIn profiles into a unique cluster. And so here we have the unique data attributes, which exists from their LinkedIn profile, but now we have it in our system. And so this can be helpful for you to understand quickly if you have multiple LinkedIn connections and you just really want to find a clustering of individuals who have similar backgrounds, similar skills, experience, or if you're just looking for a particular individual and maybe you just want to quickly find out specific information about that one person. Even the languages that they speak, if they have any patents, awards, organizations, and this is the additional data that we can generate using AI. And so this can be further useful for you to more understand this individual and how to best connect with them. So now we can generate the data based on this existing information from their profile. And so yes, this process can take a minute or two. Now we have the additional data which has been generated through AI. And when we scroll down, and here we have all the additional information that's been generated. And so this can further help us understand, because sometimes individuals they may not specifically or clearly state the type of information about themselves on their profile. So the AI helps us to further understand through clarity about them or specific types of information, and also key benefits about them as well. So this can help us further understand how to best connect with them, to understand, let's say if you're trying to sell a product or service, how to best sell to them through a specific direction, a specific angle, and keywords about them as well. So in this case, we can see that they assist with brand growth, content strategy, LinkedIn marketing, community engagement, and storytelling. And so here we have some relationship feedback. So this is based on our existing LinkedIn profile data within the system in comparison to them. So now we can really understand the connection between me, in this case me, and this certain individual on LinkedIn. If there's any areas for engagement, so in this case there's brand strategy development, content creation, storytelling, and real estate marketing. And also we have a generated greetings message, so that we can send that message directly on LinkedIn, and also a more in-depth interactive message as well. Now you're not forced to use this, but this is really just to give you insight on how to directly communicate through a message. So basically you're breaking the ice and starting a conversation. And that's the LinkedIn Profile Analyzer. Thank you for watching.